We're going on a field trip, everybody.
Seatbelts, everyone!
Please let this be a normal field trip.
With a breeze?
No way! Cruising on down Main Street, we're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you see an octopus in your neighborhood, surfing on a sound wave, swinging through the stars. Take a left at you and test it, make your second ride at Mars on the magic.
All right, welcome everybody to my creative world here. Very beautiful. And what I wanted to try was setting up a very simple machine. All right, welcome back everybody. This is TerraFirmaGreg, episode 10. Hope you all are doing well. I'm sorry it took me a little bit. The reason why it's taken me a little bit of time is because this is not actually the first time I'm recording episode 10. Episode 10 was recorded about 3 or 4 days ago, but here's the situation. We didn't really get much done, honestly. The only thing that we really got done is this. Oh, I lied. There's this thing right behind me, which is the blast furnace. And even then, we didn't get it done because I hadn't insulated it yet. And I did that off camera after the episode. But really, I've done a couple of things, but there wasn't really much progress made last episode or in the episode 10 that I would have released. And I didn't want to have an episode where it was just mostly filler content in this anime we've got going on here. And so I scrapped the thing entirely. And so I will make sure I fill you guys in on what happened, but for the time being, this is episode 10 and we're starting in a much better spot than we did previously. And one more thing, I know I've been talking a lot, is I want to thank you all so much for the support that I've been getting, especially on the very first episode. Really, the first episode is the main reason why I continued doing this series. I thought, oh, I'll do maybe 1 or 2 episodes, see how it goes. And I understand that it was probably the YouTube algorithm that hit for a lot of the first episode, and that's why it blew up. But for those of you who found me and saw the first episode and were like, I want to watch the rest of this, thank you for staying. And if this is your first time ever seeing me, also, welcome. But yeah, just want to say thank you. And let's get on to the episode, shall we? So, what are we going to do today? Today is the day we're going to make steel. Off camera, this was after quote-unquote episode 10. Off camera, I insulated these fire bricks, and I put in some iron and stuff already ready to go in there. So sorry if things are going to be a little bit kind of scatterbrained for the first bit of this episode, because I did do quite a bit. And I want to make sure that you guys get filled in. I grew some bamboo. I think this bamboo was here before. Anyway, I put some glow berries down from the nether. And I finally got the held hammer working, as you can see, and you could probably hear. So that was exciting. Now, I also put down some tree taps on these rubber trees, and we can use that to get rubber later, which will be very useful. Over here, I made some, I think this is, yeah, conifer pitch. And I made a vat, which will be useful. It's because then we can get wax, or I think it's something like that. Yes, this conifer resin, or rosin, or whatever. And that is used for making some waxed things, which will be nice later. And also, I started to delve a little bit into beekeeping because I didn't know how it works, or how it worked, I should say, and I wanted to figure it out. So that's pretty much all we've done. I didn't want that to be an episode because actually the only thing I did was I built that in the episode, and once again it wasn't done because it wasn't insulated fire bricks, it was just regular fire bricks, and that required 3 wrought iron plates for each one to then make them insulated, and yeah, I just didn't want to do that. So yeah, here we are, and the goal for today's episode is to get some steel. So the very first thing we have to do is come over here and light this blast furnace because I already did most of the resource or most of the work to do that. And I want you guys to see me light it, which is why this is currently not lit. I don't know if that's how I light it, but I have a feeling it is not. So actually I need to put one more piece of coke in there, I think. There we go. Now maybe I can light the bottom. There we go. And now this is going to be turning into our beloved steel. So yeah, I hope you guys are all doing well. I'm sorry that this episode has taken so long for it to finally really start coming to fruition, but I just very much was not happy with how things were going in the episode 10 that I had recorded. Also, if you're wondering what this is for actually making glass. I figured out how to make glass blocks, and I've got them around here, right here. And it's really simple. You just put some of the glass on a thing, on the blowpipe. You put it in the crucible, heat it up a little bit, and then just right-click it, and it makes a glass block. And then you can gem saw it here to actually pick up the glass block. And we're going to be using that very soon because I want to take the glass combined with the saw to make some glass panes, of course. But where is it? Is it? Hold on. I'll just tell you. We are going to make a greenhouse very soon. That is one thing that I want to do either this episode or the next episode. And we needed glass blocks to do that and wax-treated lumber, which comes from this conifer rosin that I made that I was talking about earlier. It can also come from beeswax, so I just wanted to see what the bees were all about. And we can also make it out of copper if we really wanted to, which is definitely an option, but I just didn't want to use a whole bunch of copper if I can make it out of wood and learn how to get wax and stuff that way. So that's why I did it this way. Oh my gosh, this fuel is running out soon. Also, I do want to make this blast furnace bigger, but for now this is very good. And this needs to be brilliant white. It cannot be... Oh, okay, so pig iron. It's just done. Oh, sick. All right. Now, the pig iron can be combined into... How do I do this? So, how do I get the pig iron out? Wait, was this where I needed the crucible? I think it said something about it, the crucible here. Let me try this. There we go. Okay. This is good. So now we combine our pig iron with, let's see. Oh, it just works. Okay. So we just work the pig iron on the anvil to make high carbon steel and then make it into regular steel. Perfect. So let's go ahead and grab our ingot molds and get that going. But yeah, this is super exciting. We're finally going to make steel. And you guys don't have to have a filler episode where nothing happens. So it's a win-win for both of us. So we're going to put all this pig iron in my inventory, craft a pig iron ingot, and then work this on the anvil. High carbon steel, which can then be turned into steel ingots. Let's go. That is awesome. So I'll go ahead and cook up the rest of these steel ingots, and I'll be back whenever these are all done. That's big news. So we will need another cauldron or crucible over here to avoid having this whole dance with the crucible. But now that we have steel, things are really gonna be looking up. But now that we have steel, we'll need a steel level anvil if we want to make a steam engine, which is the main goal of this episode, is to make a steam engine. Which actually... Oh, we need to make a gear, yeah. So we'll need a whole lot of steel ingots to make that. But that shouldn't be a problem now that we know how this works. So I'm just going to go ahead and make all these steel ingots into... or make all this iron into steel. Now I am aware that I can make this blast furnace a lot bigger to make it better that way. And that is definitely something I will be doing in the future. But that requires getting more cal and clay. And also, while I was off camera after quote-unquote episode 10, I was looking for more cowl and clay in the nether, and we couldn't find any. So I think I've pretty much dried up the local area for clay, but that means we can figure it out later. And once we get the steam engine going, we're gonna replace this windmill with a steam engine. We're gonna make this faster, and we're also going to make something else probably. I don't know what, but we will make it for sure. Whatever that thing is. Oh, I was concerned because it was draining, but no, that's normal. So that might be worth doing. Oh, we also made a backpack. I think that was the only other... I don't even remember if I did that in the last episode or if that was the episode before. It's been a couple of days, to be honest. But yeah, I did make a backpack, and that was probably the other thing that you guys might have missed. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah. So yeah, I hope everybody's having a wonderful day today. I'm doing very well. Hopefully everybody's having a good time off for Christmas if you celebrate. I'm super looking forward to spending time with some family because I haven't got to see them recently. So that'll be exciting. Okay, and that was the last one. Now I gotta clean up this little mess here that I've made. So I'll just throw all the iron in the water for now. Let it all cool down at the same time. Or in the meantime, actually, what we can do is be productive and go try to make a greenhouse. So let's do that. Let's make a greenhouse while that is working. And so in order for us to make a greenhouse, we need to make the greenhouse walls. So let's take a look at that. So we need these greenhouse walls, which are pretty simple to make. And we also need... I don't really know, actually. We might need to make the roof, which, I mean, that would make sense. But I don't really have a lot of glass, so I don't want to use it all on walls or something and then not have enough for any roofs. And so yeah, we also need to go treat our lumber, so let's do that while we are over here. Oh, I need more food. This is why we need a greenhouse, because I'm always starving. I mean, I'm always starving in real life too, so I guess there's... Oh, we don't have any food. Okay, well... I can grab some of these glowberries for now, and make at least a stew. And we could also maybe make a fishing hook and see if I can fish in this little pond. I don't know if I need more than just this little pond to fish, but if not, that could also be a pretty decent idea. We got our soup, and I've already eaten it all. Let's go. We need this greenhouse ASAP. Now put all of our charcoal powder in there and light this up, and the vat should start going after I close it. And this should give me quite a bit of conifer pitch, or conifer rosin, I should say. I think that's what it's called. To make some wax-treated lumber. Yes. And we'll need to make a door. And a lot of walls. This greenhouse might be significantly smaller than I think it will be, so I'll need to manage my resources because the glass is just so annoying to make. I'm sure there's a much better way to make glass, I just don't have that kind of power at the moment. I'm not strong enough to do that. Okay, here's that conifer rosin, and now we just do 3 more. So let us do it while this is still burning. Oh, we also need this for a pump, which is good that I checked that, because the pump is kind of necessary for the steam engine that I've got. Okay, so let's make some of our wood into lumber, and then get this going, shall we? I'll just turn it all into the treated wood, because by the time that we've got the steel stuff ready, we should have some more conifer rosin in the barrels over there, so we won't have to worry too much about that. Okay, so we've got our wax-treated lumber, and now we need walls, a door, and a roof. And probably some other kind of thing. Let me check the survival page here. Greenhouse. Check the field guide, okay. Let's see. Let me just look for greenhouse this way. Greenhouse. Controlled by a climate station. Okay, we can do that. Oh, wait, I don't have redstone. I think we've come across redstone, though. I could be mistaken, but I feel like we've come across redstone somewhere. I feel like it was either down here somewhere or over here. But I have a better feeling that it was down here. Like here, actually. Am I crazy? I don't know. Maybe we haven't come across redstone. Let's take a look. Redstone. Where's the redstone ore? Yes. Okay, so it looks like it comes from pretty much all different types of rock, and we've got granite beneath our house. So I guess looks like we're gonna go mining. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some stuff away that I don't need. And we're also going to make sure that we have some food for down there because I'm starving all the time. Yeah, and now I'm gonna go looking for some food real quick, and then we can just go down to the caves ASAP and hopefully find some redstone. And before you ask, the area here is chunk loaded. I made sure to chunk load everything. So we won't have to worry too much about that problem. Also, one of you, Arctic. Okay, you are female. Are you... Okay, you are male. So you are now Gerald. Thank you, Arctic, for giving me the name suggestion. Welcome to the world, Gerald. Here's some just cabbage sitting around. So we can also grab these seeds from all the cabbage and stuff like that that we find and try to grow some of all that in our greenhouse. And I'm pretty sure we're going to need some planters, so those might also be expensive. I think those are probably wrought iron, if I had to guess. So that won't be too big of a deal because we've got a bunch of wrought iron sitting around, but just something to note. We also need compost, and compost, I believe, to make compost, we need a mixer. And I don't know how to make a mechanical mixer, and it won't tell me how either. It actually seems like the first one that we can make is a steel one. Do we really need... Hold on, planter. Hydroponic planter. Let me look this up real quick before we get too far into this. Oh, composter. Duh. Maybe I should look to the block that's literally right next to compost. Okay, so we can make a composter and we can do all that. Great. And actually, since we are here and since it's available, let me grab all this rotten flesh so we can make a little bit more compost. And we'll also finally be able to empty those containers of all of our rotten food. That should be a decent amount of food for now, so I'll just go back home real quick, cook this all up, make some more delicious food, and we can start heading to the mines. Also gonna take this time to check in on our iron here. Okay, we've got 9 steel and 7 pig iron. Perfect. So that's working nicely. We'll make a composter while we're here as well. It's just dirt, which is not hard to make. Then we can put some cabbage in here, some garlic, and another cabbage, because that's all I've got at the moment. I don't think rye will go in there. Cook that up, grab another tree just in case. Now we shall make the composters. So meat and bones will poison compost, so we don't want that. Also, these, I'm gonna make 3 more of these because they take 12 days each, and I really don't want to have to sit here and wait forever. So I'll just put the composters right here, and we don't want them touching because that will make them go slower. And now I can grab a bunch of hummus that I have lying around over here somewhere. Here it is. And put that in here. So I think I need brown and green items. I don't know if putting a rotten item in here will make it go good or bad, because you can end up poisoning your compost if you don't put it in properly. Or you can end up poisoning your compost if you put in things like meat and bones, but is rotten food considered meat? I mean, I've got a whole bunch of rotten meat, so I guess we'll never figure it out. But I'm gonna go ahead and put, I guess, these cabbages in here. I'll try putting the rotten rye grains in here. Hopefully it doesn't ruin it. Doesn't look like it did. Yeah, so we'll see. But yeah, we've got all that done. Composters are composting, I believe. Hopefully. Yes, they are. So that will be done in a month, which sounds like a long time, but I guess it's not really that long. And then once this food is done, we can just head on down to the mines and start looking for this sacred redstone. And we're off to the mines. My pickaxe might be a little bit worse for wear. Hopefully that's not a big issue. And I can finally show you guys the cave, like a proper way, or proper cave here. Maybe we should make some torches and bring them along too. Actually, let me do that really fast. I promise it won't take long. And it primarily won't take long because I'm not going to make you guys sit through that, so yeah. I also got a little bit more wood for some more supports while we're down there, because I don't think we have that many, to be honest. And I'm going to take a sippy here. I've got some ladders on me already. That is a creeper just right here to welcome me. That's another creeper. Welcome. So, oh wait, this is not even the right place. Oh yes it is. We are looking for some redstone. That is the main issue down here. That is our goal, our prize, if you will. I'm also gonna light this here. There we go. That's actually pretty simple to light like that. I might have to go back to our house torches and do that later. I'm gonna try to remember the path that I went to get to the deeper depths of this cave in the time that you guys didn't even get to see it because I'm silly. It was not this way. At least I'm pretty sure I uploaded that. I'm hoping that I'm not... I hope I'm not just like saying, oh, the time that I cut out the part that I was mining and then you guys didn't even see it. But I'm pretty sure that was episode 9, so... Oh yeah, because that was whenever I went to the Nether for the first time. So you guys definitely saw that. Yeah, this will not happen this time, I promise. Oh wait, this is this ravine that I was talking about. Hi, I thought I heard something. Well, since we're here, we might as well try to get down here without dying. Let's see if there's any redstone down here. Which might be an issue. I do see something there. It doesn't look like redstone, but it looks interesting to say the least. I really do not want to be there. because I don't want this all to collapse in on my face. And I don't really have that many... Oh wait, I can make them. And I also have some fir planks around. So we will use them. Please don't. Okay. Now I did see the Skelebone over there, so I don't really want to mess with him. But it may come to that. Why do I hear crickets? Lapis. Okay, I'll put a torch here so that I know this is the way to go. Please don't let this be it. That would be so upsetting if I couldn't just... If I just came all the way down here for nothing. I think I came all the way down here for nothing, which is very unfortunate. I guess I can go try to meet up Mr. Skelebone up here, see what he's up to, see if he leads to a cave. Some blocks. I don't really want to be using all of my lumber here, but... There you go. I heard another footstep. Oh, hi. Let's take a look down here, see if we see anything interesting. Sphalerite. I don't really see anything interesting down here. Well, this cave was kind of disappointing. Or this ravine, I should say, because the cave itself is not disappointing. I know that for a fact. Oh, wait. Also should keep my prospecting pick out to see if we see anything interesting. Is that an opening to the surface? Yes, it is. Very interesting. We got something in here. It's just a dead end. Alright. Well then, I want to find where I came out, or I want to find the place that I was in whenever I got my episode cut by me for some silly reason. I'm actually going to go back up to the surface and go this way. Is it snowing? That's not good. Also, what is that? What is that? I saw it. I just saw it. What? Who are you? Hi. You're decked. Why are you so decked out in armor? Can you give me some? Dude, come on. You can't just do that to me. Okay, so I'm gonna go try to find that cave, and yeah, I know it was over here, and it was in this cave, the main cave that we found ourselves in the very first time we went mining. Oh, I remember which direction it was. Hi. It was through this way. It's through this area where I got myself caved in. Yeah, this direction, for sure. Oh no, not a baby zombie. There are so many mobs down here. Why? Come on. I know you're up here. There you are. Hi. Welcome. What the? Okay. Just want to make sure that I'm not stuck anywhere. Man, why are you guys so plentiful down here? I mean, I know it's dark, but like... Okay, so I believe the way that I went is up here and around the corner. Ow, that scared me. And then I went... Yeah, there's a torch here. I went down. Yes. This way? Yes, and then I went down here. And here I found a geode of gypsum. There's a whole bunch of gypsum in here. And if I actually open this up real quick, you can see all the gypsum that I found in this little geode. And I thought that was pretty cool. Yeah, here's the way down. And then I went... Where did I go after that? Oh, I just dropped my sword. I think I went... This way? No. This way. Yes. heard you.
Oh, I had to pause for a second. I thought there was another creeper there. No, it's just the one. Here it is. Sorry, I'm also eating food right now, to be honest. I haven't had much food today, so... Oh, hi! Oh. Okay. Alright. We're chilling? We're good? We are alive. Hello. Ow. Run away for just a moment. I heard you. Okay. Oh, goodness gracious. Why is it so freaking many mobs down here all the time? Like, look at all of them. Now, there is also some healing salve that I can make, I believe, using some foxglove flowers and other things like that, but I think I also need the mixer for that. Keep swearing I hear footsteps. Also, now is not really the time for music, so I'm just gonna do that. Now, it's in the middle of this cave over here that the way down exists. So I'm going to go this way, scout out the area a little bit, and make sure there's no creepies. Like you, weirdo. Okay, if you're just gonna chill there, that's fine with me. Take your string gladly. And then take a bite of my delicious burger. Mmm, delicious. And now back to your regularly scheduled programming. We're on. We are alive. We're going. Why are there 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 creepers? Nuh-uh. We are not gonna mess with that if we can avoid it. Then I went down here. And you can actually see the coal, surface rock, and diamonds are here. And I just dug a hole straight down here, started strip mining for the diamonds, but specifically I needed the graphite, actually. That's what I really needed. And now down here there's a whole lot more mobs, but we're looking for redstone. I don't see any off the top of my head here. There's a piece of blood right above my shield, and I thought it was like something on my screen. No, it's just the game. Very cool cave generation here. I don't know if I should go deeper or if I should stay on this level. Try and look for some redstone here. And why are there so many baby zombies? You guys stress me out. A lot. You stress me out a lot. I don't like it.
I wish I had some heals down here. Mandatory burger break. That hits the spot. All right. I'm kind of nervous, to be honest. I really don't want to die down here. I don't know how to not die. I mean, I know how to not die, but I don't know how to heal. Oh! Also, a problem with the skeletons is that they take like 0 damage from bows. So I'd honestly just be wasting my arrows. Okay, okay, I can't even see you. Don't do that. Wow. I don't know if I should go any further down here. Hi. Hi. No. You stay there, and I'll stay here. Don't you move. Okay, so, you know what? Actually, I don't know if this hole has anything in it. It could. I'm just gonna stay right here and heal. I don't know if there's, like, there's this I can make, but I need a mixer. And we need sticky resin, health ingredients, and tricalcium phosphate. And also aminophenol, which I don't really know how to get. But I mean, hey, we're healing. Pretty slowly, but we are, so I'm just gonna take a burger bite here while we wait. Yummy! Ah, I remember now. It's pills. We have to take medicine. And there's a healing pill somewhere here. Regeneration pill. Which we can make right now. But I don't know how to get tricalcium phosphate, unless it's just an ore that I can find. Oh, it's pyrite? Wait. We could totally make some of these. Yeah, actually. Okay. So it looks like pyrite in this mod pack is very useful. Unlike Vintage Story. Vintage Story, pyrite's literally useless. So, yeah, that might have been a smart idea. I guess we could still turn back. Because redstone is for the greenhouse. And if it's... you know what? Let's turn back. And we'll get some redstone later. Because I really do not want to die down here. So we're just going to book it. Where are you? You're right there. All right.
downtown, we go right down here. And it is this way. Then we go through this maze here. And back to the surface we go. So yeah, we should work on making some of those regeneration pills for the next time we go mining, because that was kind of terrifying. Oh, it's snowing again. So we need to work on this greenhouse fast. But on the bright side, this is definitely done. Oh wait. Okay. Well, there was just one more ingot there, but this is enough to make our steel anvil. So let's get right into that, shall we? Now these melt at brilliant white, so we can put 9 in here. And 5 right there. And that makes 14. Where's my coal? Here it is. And we won't have to worry about this getting too hot, because they all melt at brilliant white, and this will not go to brilliant white unless the bellows is activated. So as long as I'm not silly, we will have everything we need. So we should just be able to take all these and start welding. My flux, there it is. Okay, well, I need the wrought iron anvil then. Let me... Ow. That's all of them there, and now we can just go ahead and put them all here. And make ourselves a steel anvil. Awesome! And now that we have a steel anvil, we can work our steel into a steam engine. So I have a feeling that the thing that I'm doing might not work. Or I have a feeling that the way that I want to do things in my head will not work for Create. But you know what? I will take you to my creative world and we shall try it. Why not? We're going on a field trip, everybody.
Seatbelts, everyone!
Please let this be a normal field trip. With a breeze, no way. Cruising on down Main Street, you're relaxed and feeling good. Next thing that you know, you're seeing octopus in your neighborhood, surfing on a sound wave, swinging through the stars. Take the left at your intestine, make your second ride in Mars on the magic.
Alright, welcome everybody to my creative world here. Very beautiful. And what I wanted to try was setting up a very simple machine. Alright, so this will work. So this is the kind of setup that I'm going for here. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's literally the only thing I know how to make and create. But yeah. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this field trip. I will see you all back in our regular world. And we are back. Welcome back, everybody. So, yeah, that's the kind of system that I want to be building instead of the windmill. And hopefully it goes well. Yeah, that's really all I've got for that. So let's now... Why am I exhausted? I've got the bronze anvil on me still. Okay. So with that information, we can start setting up what we need to build it. Let's start with making the steam engine. And that is not hard at all. We just need a copper double ingot, some brass rods, a hammer, steel gear, and a wrought iron screw, all of which we have the resources to make. Okay, we've got some steel in here now. Let's make our gear first and foremost. We need to hit last, shrink second last, and draw third last. Okay. Now we need the screw, which just takes some wrought iron rods, so we know how to do that. And also, while I'm here, I want to make a steel pickaxe, because I think that would be fun. Steel pickaxe head. We have a steel pickaxe. Let's go.
We'll put that right next to the bronze pickaxe that we have. So wrought iron screws and then brass, and we just need to also get these copper ingots warmed up to the double point. Weld these together. Then grab our brass ingot, put that in there, throw this here, and make some brass rods. And that should be everything. I think we've got everything down already. Oh, we need the wrought iron screws first. That is the last thing that we need. Do that, then we do this. And my file, where's my file? There it is. With this, get some wrought iron screws, and now we should be able to make a steam engine. I just need the hammer. Steam engine is complete. Beautiful. Next up is our... I don't need these. Next up is going to be our tanks. We'll need just a bunch of copper stuff, a screwdriver, wrench, and glass panes. A copper fluid tank. That's step 2.
A few moments later.
Pump created. It is 2 components of the however many I need. Not too many more. I need a large and small cog. Actually, I just need I'll need 2. I'll need large and small. And then I need the blaze burner and the hand crank, and that should be it.
One eternity later.
Okay, and now we should be able to make this. Hopefully it's just an issue with the type. Please work. That does not work. That's so freaking stupid.
Day 4.
Blaze burner. Anyway, now the last things that we need are some cogs.
12 seconds later.
Okay, we got all that. Now we need this. And make another one of those. And then add this to that. And now we have all the resources required to make... Oh, I also need a bronze ingot.
3:28 a.m.
Steam engine. With a shaft on the end of it. Large gear. Small gear. I need one more copper pipe, I think. And put that here and there. Light this up. Now the moment of truth. Is it not working? Do I need another fluid tank? Do I need one more? Is that what the issue is here?
Tomorrow.
So now this will work, right? Right? Hold on, let me go back to my other world, I guess. Okay, so it seems as though I just need 2 more engines. Or no, I need 2 more fluid tanks, and then it should work.
So much later that the old narrator got tired of waiting and they had to hire a new one.
Moment of truth. Here we go. We've done it. Hallelujah. We have power. Oh man, this is exciting. So now we can start doing a whole bunch of stuff. And I should be able to use the wooden gears with these as well, I think. Let me see if that's... Hold on. Do I have a small wooden gear I can try? Let me see. Maybe later? Either way, this is big news. It kind of looks like I only have enough power to power, or have enough units to power just the steam engine itself, but that could be completely wrong as well. I'm not an expert at Create, and I don't have the goggles, so I can't really tell off the top of my head.
Eventually.
Alright, well, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. This is super big. This is the next step in our journey, and I'm hoping that next episode we will get all this stuff kind of sorted out here and focus all around that little thing right behind me over there. Because it's time to make some changes around here for certain. And this windmill will no longer be used, but I'm sure we can retrofit all these parts and stuff for other things. So this is not going to go to waste at all. But yeah, I'd like to thank you all so much for watching. If you guys did like, make sure to like the video, get it? Because, yeah. Anyway, like, comment, subscribe, all that fancy schmancy jazz. If you'd like to see me do some of your suggestions or anything like that, just let me know. Anyway, yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys later. Bye-bye!